In this video today, I want to talk about obedience over an orgasm. Now, I know there are times in your life, a lot of times, maybe even throughout the week, where you have these sexual urges, you have this sexual energy. You want to do something about it. You want to touch something, feel something, grab something, put something. We're not going to talk about all the things, but you just want to do something, right? And depending on who you are, your history, your relationship status, you either want to do something with somebody else, you want to do something with yourself, or you want to watch something. So though you may have these sexual urges, you have to choose obedience over an orgasm. Because if you're a Christian, and I do mean Christian, not Christianity is your default religion because that's how you was raised. I mean, you are actively seeking to please God with your life. You love the Lord and you want to make sure that all of your actions and decisions line up with what God would want you to do. If that is you, this video is for you. This video is not for everybody, so a lot of people will not agree with anything I'm saying. That's okay. You can find another video. For this one, I'm talking about a true Christian, someone who really loves God. And John 14:15 says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. So it has to be obedience over an orgasm every time, even though it's hard. That means obedience over masturbation, obedience over pornography. Your love for the Father has to outweigh your temptations. It has to outweigh your one-track mind. Your love for the Father has to outweigh your love for that man. And I will admit, not every time did I want to hear that. Not every time was I obedient to God's commandments. Not every time did I choose obedience over an orgasm. A lot of times an orgasm won. But that regret after I did that, whatever it was, I hated it. It was the worst feeling in the world. It brought on this level of shame and depression, and I had to separate myself from God to be able to look at myself in the mirror. To God, it shows that you love him by being obedient to him, by keeping his word, by keeping his commandments. Sexual immorality is never going to be okay. And trust me, I used to want it to be okay. And this is not a teaching video. This is going to be a really short video because I just want to leave you with something to think about. When you are at the peak of your sexual urges, you have to let that pop in your head. Am I going to be obedient or am I going to have an orgasm? Because if you're not married and not doing nothing with your husband, it's outside of the will of God. It sucks, but it is. But God only instructs us to do things that are for our good. Because he knows that sex outside of marriage brings babies, brings diseases, brings soul ties, brings depression, opens doors to all kind of spirits like lust, perversion, incest, anger, fear. You may think that you just watching pornography, but lust grows and you invite a spirit into you. So had you been obedient, that spirit wouldn't have came into you. But because you chose to not be obedient, now you're dealing with anger. Now your lust thirst has went to another level. That's when people start going into looking at children and all kind of stuff. Because they may have started watching women and that wasn't enough. So they wanted younger and younger and younger women. They might started looking at older boys. So now they want younger and younger and younger boys. You have no say in what comes in a door when you open it. But had you been obedient, that spirit would have never came in. You wouldn't be struggling with that spirit of fear had you not opened that door. Now you're dealing with low self-esteem and all kind of other things that I'm going to do a whole video on it about the spirits that you let in when you open your legs, the spirits that you let in when you watch pornography, the spirits you let in when you masturbate. But because this is a short video, I'm going to end it here. And if this helped you in any way, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I have way more videos like this to help you out. Because I wish someone was keeping it real like that when I was struggling.